guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna. For those of you who are new here, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. A great big shout out to my channel members for supporting my channel. Thank you. Okay, so I've actually been wanting to film this for a few days. I'll go ahead and put a picture on the screen while I'm chatting. This first part will be a little chatty, so if you're interested in just the unboxing, well, we'll get to what that means to me in just a second. Then I'll actually put a timestamp in the description box as well as the pinned comment. All right, picture still on the screen. I would do a true unboxing with you guys, but as you can see, the box that I got from Hobonichi is huge. Now I have opened it and maybe the top third of it is just packing stuff, so it wasn't full to the brim, which is good. But I did act the fool. Last year when I got my Hobonichi Weeks One Piece January Start English edition, I already had set aside some money, or I knew I was going to set aside some money for this year's Hobonichi, hoping there was going to be a One Piece. Although honestly, I just need a Hobonichi Weeks for my everyday carry. If they didn't have One Piece again this year, I would have found something else. But then when I saw the lineup and with the amount of hours and everything that I'm working, I just decided to absolutely splurge this year. Some of it will be functional, like everyday carry kind of stuff. Some of it will be creative art journal. I get to it when I feel like it kind of stuff. And some of it will actually just be straight up collectibles for me because I am such a huge fan of the One Piece anime. I've actually never read any manga, if I'm perfectly honest. Okay, so I'm going to unbox with you guys, and why I hesitated in the beginning of the video is obviously I'm not going to be taking out of the box literally in front of you guys, but it looks to be nicely sectioned off in the box, so we'll just take things out together and we'll go through it. Just a few items actually belongs to family members, but the rest of it is for me. All right, so let's get started. All right, so two of the things that I purchased this year were the covers for One Piece. It's still in the plastic, so actually let me take them out of the plastic. I'll be right back. All right, so this is the A5 size. Now, I thought this was Luffy when he was small and his big brother Ace, but this actually is Luffy because of the scar. So Luffy when he's small, Luffy when he's big. I don't know why it's like this. Again, when I've watched the anime, I only got up to episode like 300 and something, and there's over 1,000 episodes. So this might actually be referencing something, but whatever. And then on the back, it's the straw hat. It's sort of a vinyl with a pocket. Oh, and there's some more stuff in there. It's got this tan inside. This looks like Shanks to me. I don't know why that looks like Shanks, but I actually don't know if that's Luffy or Shanks. Shanks is the one who gave Luffy his hat. They've got this little thing here. I still have the one from last year with that there. This is really nice. Last year I did not get an A5. So let's see. This is the A6 size, again, tan interior, again, Luffy. Now let me show you the one I got last year. Now this does have a cover on it, but this is one of those things that I knew when I purchased it, it would be purely a collector's item for me. So let's see. For these covers, it does have like the weighted bookmarks. I actually never liked the bookmarks, but I don't cut them off. I try to tuck them away, but I make a point of saying that because of something I'll show you a little bit later. So for this one right here, let me dig through the box. I got the Hobonichi Teisho original in the A6 size. And if you've never seen this setup, it is, let's see, let me get a piece of paper. This is just a standard copier size paper. An A6 is that. It is tiny. It looks to be about 1/4 of the size because I believe an A5 is half of it. So if you're trying to figure out the sizes, this is a tiny, tiny little thing. It comes with a monthly calendar and then a bunch of dailies. Now, the reason why I get this and keep it as a collector's item is because it does have one piece manga art in here. And from what I've seen online, it usually introduces the month. So this is not something that I have no intention of using, but I did want to add to my collection. And yeah, there is no cover on this, but I actually do have a plastic cover to go on this one right here. And for next year, if they do a one-piece collection collab again, I definitely will get the A6 just to keep with the collection aspect of it. So this year was new, just because I did love the artwork here for the A5 size, but let me show you a little bit later what's actually going to go in here. And then these are just the cover on covers for the weeks, the A6 and the A5. So here's the next set of things. I'll actually take all of these things out right here and I'll be right back. All right, so this is my Hobonichi One Piece Weeks, the Thousand Sunny for next year. It's made of this tie material. I will have a cover on this just to keep it pristine. I think it's interesting the way the pattern fell. It goes right underneath the year. That's interesting. And then this is the back of it. So cute. Now in this, although it is clearly one piece, the Hobonichi Weeks does not have any of the actual anime art in here, which is good because in the collectible, since I'm not using it anyway, it's fine. But with this, it would actually probably annoy me a little bit because then I'd have to work around that with the deco. These little plastic sheets come with to protect. I do keep these just because in a pinch, they make an interesting pencil board, although horrible for filming. Although it also is, I think it makes it easier to slide in and out of the case that I carry it in. So this is going to be my everyday carry for 2024. This actually belongs to a family member. So I did get a day free. And it's interesting because if you compare it by way of width to an A6, it actually has less pages. So there's less of a footprint with this one. And that's because it is not taking into account every single day of the year. At least that's my understanding. So it goes like usual with an overall monthly calendar for 3 years. It goes into like a year at a glance type of thing if you have to future plan or tracking or whatever. It goes into monthly calendars. And it goes all the way to March of 2025 if you did need to future plan. And then it goes straight into numbered just pages. So this is in Japanese. I think they have an English version. Honestly, it doesn't care either way to me because I don't use this. And the person that's going to be using this doesn't care either. And let's see how many pages are actually in here. So yeah, there's 171 notes pages if you're counting back and front. So it doesn't cover an entire year, but I think people really gravitate towards this because the other one that I just showed you that does span for the full year is quite chunky. So this is, I think, a good hybrid between the original, the Avec, and then this. So that's one thing that goes to someone else. And then they're also getting this little notebook. I didn't take the other one out. And this one is just straight up blank paper with just a little bit of art at the bottom, and it's the same throughout. So it's just a notebook to jot in, but it's actually a lot chunkier than I thought it was going to be, which is not a bad thing. I liked the cover, I liked the artwork, but I just really wanted to get the notebooks. I wasn't leaning towards any of the actual items because the majority of this is actually One Piece inspired. So that's that set of things. I don't know how the glare is going to be. I've seen this. This is actually a week's cover on cover, and it is the Dasenka cover, and I've been looking at it, and I think this is like $4. The pricing between Hobonichi and compared to like Amazon or Jet Pens made it so that I did load up on a lot of things that I probably would have bought throughout the year from Amazon, and it was like half the cost. So because I was already going to meet the threshold for free shipping, I thought, why not? Let's just get the things that I want now. So I did get 2 of these. I'm just going to keep this in my stash just for down the road. All right, so here are some accessories. I did get the landscape index tabs in blue and in green. I didn't find that I use my tabs a lot, but I do like the visual of it. So I will be using this. I just don't know how useful it's going to be. But again, it was a couple of dollars. I'm like, why not? I saw this. This is Martin letter paper. And I thought I would get it to kind of supplement my Hobonichi weeks. Sometimes I have to take lists or I'm writing down notes or whatever. And this will be good instead of using note paper in the back, because this I can just toss. So it'll help me decipher, okay, so is it something that's disposable and I just need to make a list for right now? Or do I put it in the back in the notes pages in my Hobonichi weeks because I actually want to keep the information for a length of time? I did pick up 2 of those. I did pick up this little stencil. This is again 1 piece, and it's got the hat, the berries, which is our currency, the log post, Panda Man. I've actually not met the character in the anime yet. I'm not sure what that says, but I'll go ahead and actually have this with my weeks as part of my everyday carry. This is the A6 little notes. This is the week size notes. It is smaller. And then these are A5 size. Again, the price difference between Amazon and Jet Pens versus Hobonichi. These are things I use all the time anyway, so I just thought, well, I'll just stock up with them. I did get some pencil boards. Now, I never use pencil boards as pencil boards, but I loved the artwork on here. And so I got one that will go into that purple A5 cover. This is going to go with my weeks every day because I only have 1 this year. And then this will go as a collectible in the one of the A6s that I've showed you previously. I did get this because of my friend Loretta. I'll link her channel below. She got this one, I believe, and it was a lot prettier than I had anticipated. So again, let me take this out and I'll be right back. All right, so it's this little washi tape strips, and you can rip the whole thing off because it's got a backing paper on it. This one is gold metallic and looks like lace. This one is yellow and silver. I think that's actually a really interesting combination. And again, it's backed, so nothing's sticking to itself, which I like. And then this one is floral. And is this the same? Yes. So they're each individual. And it actually folds up like a matchstick book, if you remember or ever seen one of those. And then it actually slips, it can slip into your cover. And I think that's where I'll warehouse these, just so I have a little bit of deco if I'm interested. Now, I actually did get a box. I'm not exactly sure what's in here. And people like to collect these. Apparently, it's smaller, or people have gotten smaller versions than they're used to. Like everything would be packed into a bigger size of that. But they did change their shipping partners. So maybe they're just trying to lessen their footprint. I'm not sure. I will keep this, and I'll keep some of the Hobonichi stuff in here just so I always know where this stuff is. And people like to read that. I'll just leave it here for a second if you're interested. I'm not one of those people. Got it? Got it? All right, good. And so let's see what's in here. Okay, so I did get 2 free of the mystery bags, so we'll open those together. I got 5 of the Hobonichi pens. I actually like them, and I like the colorway. So a few of these actually will be going to family members, but I will keep 1 for me. I did get an A5 size of the Hobonichi Taste Show Day Free. So again, same setup, and is it's the same amount of pages. Yes, 171 pages. So I just really wanted to test it out. I've never actually had one of these, and I mean, it's an interesting concept with monthly calendars and then a bunch of notes pages. So I wanted to get that. And then when I did my video, and I'll go ahead and link that in the description box as well as later on in this video as a card in the sky, yeah. I wanted this as well because I wanted to do some intentional art journaling, like a day, a column or whatever. If you're interested, check out that video here. The time frame of this is actually irrelevant to me. I'm not actually, I can actually start this anytime because it's just the formatting that I want, not actually the days of the week or whatever. So I did get this. Again, price-wise, definitely a better price here since I was ordering anyway than if I had ordered on Amazon or JetPens. All right, so I definitely have, of the 4 mystery bags, I definitely have ones that I prefer. So let's see what we got. We got the orange one that says day. And we got the orange one that says day. Okay, well, I got 2 of the same, which is not a problem. I wasn't banking on this. I just knew with some of the things you ordered, you got these free little bags. And then with some other things you ordered, you got these free pens. That's why the count doesn't match. And then saving the best for last, and this is where I absolutely splurged this year, is, sorry if my voice is weird, I don't know what's going on, but these are the 2 different logbooks. And so I'll show you the one that was new for this year. It comes in this sort of canvas bag. The 2024 is with this black and red canvas bag because this matches the sail on the ship for the logbook. And this here is the one for 2024, and this is the 1000 Sunny leather cover. So this here, and let me take that off, is the insignia for the 1000 Sunny, which is their second ship. This is the logbook. This is artwork, mapping work from the show. It goes all the way in. It says, sailing through the dangers of the 1000 seas, shining happily like the sun. It is leather. It smells amazing. It's got this back pocket here. But what really tipped me over to get this, because I actually wasn't going to get this because I don't generally buy things that are light, especially since there isn't a cover for this. This is basically how it's going to be. But this has this embossing right here. And once I saw that, I'm like, yeah, no, I totally need that in my life. Now, this is one of those things that I might use as a creative art journal type of thing, but this is not leaving the house. Now, where I wanted you to remember was, it's interesting that with this higher end cover, the bookmarks are not weighted down. With the 2 covers I showed you at the beginning of the video, they are. So again, I don't use the bookmarks. It doesn't matter to me. It just seems a little off that they couldn't also add some additional leather to this here. I thought that was interesting. So this again, I'm going to try to keep very precious just because I know with the oils in my hands and whatnot, you will get a patina and it is part of the lived in look, but I do want to be very careful with this. And so this definitely was a splurge. But this one right here, I had gone back and forth last year and decided, no, I don't need this. It is such a luxe item. But this year I just decided, you know what? I'm gonna get it. And so this is the 2023 logbook, the Going Merry. Now, because of the number of episodes that I've seen, I'm actually only really knowledgeable or have experience with this ship. It's the ship they had in, well, I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, this was the first ship that they had. And so this again is a leather cover. This one again, not weighted down with the little weight tip things, but that's fine. Again, I don't use it. The artwork is a little different in here, but it goes throughout there and there. This doesn't open, but this does. And this one isn't embossed, with that there and a little lifebook thing there. Again, it smells really nice. I love the smell of leather. And then this one has the Going Merry insignia on it. And I like that it's smooth. Hold, please. This is my current system here, which is a Moterm cover in beetroot. And this one is, again, a nice leather cover. I think a very affordable compared to some of the other things I've seen out there. But it is quite a different texturally on how it feels in the hand. I like this. This feels like some of my older Coach purses that I used to use when I was using purses. But the reason I got this out was I want to see how the system works in here and make this my everyday carry. So this here is just an A6, no, an A5 half-year Stology. And then this is my current one-piece Hobonichi Weeks. Again, I probably tuck this away because that would annoy me. And does that close? Oh, it does. And there seems like there would be a lot of room to grow. Now this feels heavy and there's not much in here. Need to investigate that. But yeah, I think I'm going to be using this system, although I think I'm going to hold off and truly transition in the new year. So January of 2024, use this, and then use this through the end of this year. This will be repurposed to warehouse one of those, either the A5 Avec or the A5 Day Free. So I'm not getting rid of anything. I don't generally do that. But yeah, that's my plan, to keep my new weeks and a notebook, and then I'll put some additional things that I'm already warehousing in here. And does this have a back? Oh, and it also has a back pocket. Guys, everything is just so beautiful. Now, I actually got this super quick. I ordered this September 30th at 4 p.m., which was October 1st, 4 p.m., no, October 1st, 11 a.m. Japan time, and like by 4:15 I was done. I had already things in my cart. I was ready to go, and it got here Wednesday the 4th, but I wasn't feeling well. I haven't been feeling well. I've just been feeling off. My anxiety has just been through the roof, and so it's currently Monday the 7th, no, the 9th, whatever the day is. I'm surrounded by planner stuff and I can never tell you what the day is. But I finally am in the headspace that I can actually film this and show you guys. So I will put all of this stuff away for my next year's Hobonichi order. I don't know that I'm going to be going crazy like this. If there's one-piece items and they've got another logbook, although I don't know why they would. There's, as far as I know, only 2 ships. Then I might look at that just to keep with the collector item aspect. I'll definitely get another A6 collector's item, like I showed you at the beginning of the video. But then the rest of the stuff, I'll have a better idea of, do I need, or is it just a want? Because they do sell like a week or 2 later on Amazon. So like the weeks that I'm going to be using is already on Amazon. It is about $20 more expensive, but if I'm only getting limited items, then I might just wait for it to hit Amazon or JetPens and then just get 1 or 2 things versus doing a big order, because I was getting these logbooks anyway, and definitely cheaper. Even with the notebooks or whatnot, it's cheaper to get it on Hobonichi's website, I'll link it below, not sponsored or affiliated, than it is to just get the cover on Amazon. So if you're looking at doing bulk order either for yourself or for a bunch of people, it might actually make the most sense to get it on the website Hobonichi, plus you get the free stuff. But if not, then you may just want to price it to see, well, does your local Jet Pens, Hobonichi, or maybe stationery store near you price it at a little better price. All right, guys, I'd love to know what you guys think of this. This is going to be my Wednesday Hobonichi video, and then my actual Hobonichi setup that I usually do on Wednesdays, you'll see that on Saturday. All right, guys, well, that's it from me for now. And as always, Allah.